Hey guys, so we're at work today and I'm thinking of what I'm gonna make for the show. And so I'm gonna call this What to Make on a Broke Pocket Day because the pantry truly is bare because we've been doing this big job and we don't get paid till it's done. So my show is called The Bare Pantry Show for a legit reason. The reason being, I want to show you guys what to make when the pantry is truly bare. So Joe just had a suggestion. What should I make, Joe?
Why don't you try that corn or chowder stuff that you wanted to try? I don't know.
So I have a recipe for corn chowder that I just found. And I'm sitting there thinking I should have some of the ingredients. I don't have the bacon, but I do have ham. So we're going to trade it out for ham. It's a crock pot meal. And I know I have some shriveled potatoes at home. And I might have a little piece of carrot like that. And I'm going to go to the store and buy my salt and pepper because I ran out of salt and pepper. And then we're gonna make slow cooker. I said crock pot just now, but that's a brand. The brand that I use is this Europro. But we're gonna make slow cooker corn chowder. Can you guys still see Joe? You're watching the Bare Pantry Show. Guess what? My mom didn't turn her back. This mom, show me how to do the thing. That's when she's putting in ingredients in anything she's making. That's how she does this thing. Corn tortilla, that's already heated up. You could dip it in there and just take a bite. What Megan's doing.
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
Alright guys, so you can see I'm not totally bare yet, but I'm getting there. I mean, to run out of salt and black pepper, I've never ran out of salt and black pepper. I'm telling you, I don't know what these kids are doing in here, but they're cooking up a storm. So let's take a look at the ingredients that we're going to need to make this recipe and the stuff that we're going to trade out because we don't have everything that we need. We have 2 cans of kernel corn, and the reason that I had that in the pantry is because I'm always making that dish with the rice and the okra and stuff. We have 2 cans of the creamed style corn, and Joe likes to make his sugar corn still. If you're Belizean, you're going to know what that is. We're going to use some garlic powder, not too much. We need like 4 potatoes, and look, these potatoes have seen their day, but we're going to salvage. This is a Bare Pantry Bruk pocket meal. We have an onion. You need like 2 carrots, but I don't like a lot of carrots in my soups and stews anyway, so that's gonna have to work. 4 cups of water or broth if you have broth. I never have broth here unless I make it myself. You're gonna need some parsley flakes for the top for garnish. We're gonna need 1 can of evaporated milk towards the end, all right? That's why I have these over here. So the evaporated milk, the cornstarch, some butter, and the parsley is gonna come towards the end as like a garnish. So this is what we need for the body of the thing, and of course bacon, but I don't have any bacon, so I'm gonna use that ham that I showed you guys that's in the back fridge, okay? So I'm not gonna get this started yet because it's one of those meals that you have to leave for 6 hours in the slow cooker overnight, and as you guys could see, I have a crock pot that I never use because it's just so slow. I like the Europro better and it's like breaking up on me, so I have to buy a new one. I think I'll put that on my Amazon wish list or something. So I'm gonna get this started a little bit later on tonight, leave it overnight, and then tomorrow morning we'll be tasting our corn chowder. It's time to begin. I've diced up that onion that I had and I've peeled and chunked 4 or 5 of those shriveled potatoes. This is my first can of kernel corn, and then I have 1 more can of this kernel corn to put in, and then next it's cream style corn, and this is what we Belizeans call sugar can, okay? So don't mix it up. We need 2 cans, and then I'm putting in the ham, and then a teaspoon each of salt and black pepper, and a little bit of carrots that I had, and then the 4 cups of water. And if you have broth like chicken broth, you could trade the water out for the broth, but I didn't have any, so water will do. Let me give this a stir. And then all I have to do now is put the lid on the slow cooker and then set it on high and go to bed. So now it is 6 o'clock in the a.m. the next day, and I'm opening my evap milk right here. And you're supposed to use the whole can, but I think I only need half a can. And then about 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. Mix it in so all the lumps can go away. Now it's over to the pot. And I'm gonna go ahead and taste this after I mix it up. Taste it for salt and pepper to see if I need more. So let me get my little spoon. And yes, we need more salt, so just sprinkle some more, about a 1/4 teaspoon more will do. And then the butter, about 4 tablespoons. And the butter will melt, of course, because this thing is still hot. And let me serve some, because now it's time to taste. Good morning. It's ready for me to taste. But first of all, I want to let you guys know, I started the slow cooker at midnight. I let it go till 6 in the morning. That's when I added in the milk, the butter, and the cornstarch. The butter is optional. You don't have to add that if you don't want to, but that's just for some added flavor. The cornstarch is very necessary to thicken it up. Don't trade that out for flour because it's going to get lumpy, okay? You can use the whole can of evaporated milk if you want, but I only used the half because it was more than enough. It was supposed to go an extra hour after I added all that stuff in, but with the EuroPro brand of slow cooker that I used, anything that's cooked in the fast mode goes pretty quickly. So I only needed a half hour. With that brand versus like crockpot brand, it would take like 6 hours to cook beans in the crockpot brand. In this brand, it only takes 4 hours in the fast mode. I don't know why, but I love this brand. They don't sponsor the show, but I would totally take them on as a sponsor if they came on board because I love that slow cooker. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys, I am working really hard on my Facebook right now. I'm taking a course on how to use my social media better because I have Snapchat that I don't know how to use. I don't have any friends at Snapchat, and I'm not even asking you guys to come friend me there yet because I need a better phone because my front camera on my Samsung S5 or whatever, it sucks. And so I'm not gonna do any Snapchat until I get a different phone. But anyways, the Facebook. I have Barbara McNabb Greenwich as my Facebook, and I do have a fan page for Bear Pantry Show. Drop the off. You know, in YouTube it's but everything else in social media it's Bear Pantry Show. So at Twitter it's Bear Pantry Show, at Vine, at Instagram, Pinterest. I mean, I have a bunch of them, and they're all Bear Pantry Show. But the Facebook page, we've been having some fun there because I'm starting to be more interactive there, and I'd really like if you'd go like it. For one, if you'd share it, and if you'd interact with me there. And I'm starting to go live again at Facebook. I don't think I'll ever really come live at YouTube because I tried it and it was too difficult for me to do. So I'll do Facebook Live. You guys just go, you know, like my page, friend me there. I'll accept your friend request. I have about 600 and something friends. You can have up to like 5,000 Facebook friends, you know, so I'll accept you guys there, and let's interact more at Facebook because I'm going to start coming on live because I'm done with a big order that I was doing and I have some more time to come on live again, okay? So, pick up my book. Thank you guys so much for purchasing my book. You guys are awesome. And Jada's book too, and the other book that I wrote, you know, about my weight loss journey and the stuff that I'm selling at the site. I'm going to start adding more things as we go along. I just don't know what to add. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions. What would you guys like to see me sell? I don't think I would ever sell t-shirts unless the t-shirt had like a saying on it. So that's the only way that I would ever sell a t-shirt, I think. Otherwise, I want to get some t-shirts made, but I want to do them as giveaways. But other things to sell, maybe you guys can suggest, maybe like coffee mugs with a recipe on the back and my logo on the front, or I don't know. You guys suggest some stuff that you wouldn't mind purchasing, you know, from my site. I really appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for liking, for commenting. And until I see you guys again, take care.